Well, I guessing it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
one.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but not
are you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yes, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You
right.
don't know what you're doing.
I
That's
know
a
perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh,
I-
for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, here we be at our very last show for the month of January. This mighty trip we've been upon for this month. Extra weeks is all. But we have yet to find the end. So much more to do, so far to go, and so many more tunes to play. With that, let us head right out to the South Seas with John Prines. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, right here on the Captain's Quarters. Welcome back, me matey. Welcome back.
Well, I packed my bags and bought myself a ticket for the land of the tall palm tree. Aloha, old Milwaukee, hello, Waikiki. I just stepped down from the airplane when I heard her say, wacka wacka nuka licka, wacka wacka nuka licka, would you like a lay? Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaii, a whisper in my ear. Kiekapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki, what the heck a mooka mooka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaii, say the words I long to hear. It's a ukulele Honolulu sunset, listen to the grass skirts sway, drinking rum from the pineapple out on Honolulu Bay. Steel guitars are playing while she's talking with her hands. Gimme, gimme, okadoka, make a wish you wanna poke her, words I understand. Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaii, a whisper in my ear. Kiekapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki, what the heck a mooka mooka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaii, say the words I long to hear. Well, I bought a lot of jungle with my moolah, and I sent it to the folks back home. I never had a chance to dance a hula, well, I guess I should have known. When you start talking to the sweet wahine, walking in the pale moonlight, Okanoka, what I said, a Nakaraka, Sispumbakers, hope I said it right. Oh, let's talk dirty in Hawaii, a whisper in my ear. Kiekapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki, what the heck a mooka mooka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaii, say the words I long to hear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaii, say the words I long to hear. Aloha.
Hey man, get the phone.
Answer the phone!
Hey man, get the phone. Might be the dude.
Answer the phone!
Hello?
Hey man, listen very carefully, man. Don't answer the phone, man. You got that? Don't answer the phone. Even if it's me calling, man, don't answer because I think the phone is bugged, man. Okay? Okay? Hello?
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 Hey, man, what the hell are you doing? Did you hear what I
Pedro?
said? Yeah,
Is that
no.
you, man?
No, it's Freddy,
Hey, man, where are you, man?
Well, I'm calling from outside, man, but listen.
Hey,
did
you got the dope?
Hey, man, don't say nothing about
Wow,
that.
man, you better hurry up and get over here, man. Everybody thinks you ripped them off.
Hey, man, will you cool it,
Wow.
man? Hey, listen to
Hey,
what
where
I'm
are you, man?
I'm outside, man. Listen
What, did you
to
forget the address again?
No, I don't.
Now listen, write it down,
Don't say
man.
nothing about the address of that. The
Okay.
cops are listening on their own fame, man.
1482 Adams. You got it? Okay. Hey, John's van is parked in front. You can't miss it, man.
Cops are listening in
Okay?
on the phone,
Hey,
man.
did you
Don't
get
say
the pills
nothing.
too, man? Hello?
Hello? Don't answer
Hey,
that.
man, I gotta hang up. There's someone pounding at the
Well, I gotta
door.
split too, man.
A little cheese jong there with don't bug me. Speaking of phones, remember you can be calling in 323-EVO. That translates to 323-432-8346. I'll say it again for the people in the back. 432-8346. Starts out with 323-432-8346. Write it down, tattoo it to your arms, or tattoo it to somebody else's arms, and make sure you can dial it at will. Let's go right back to the music. It will be some elegant worms with history is made by stupid people.
Scott became famous for freezing to death in Antarctica. Columbus made history thinking some island was India. General Custer's a national hero for not knowing when to run. All of these men are famous, and they're also very dumb.
History is made by stupid people. Clever people wouldn't even try. If you want a place in the history books, then do something dumb before you die. Nobility are famous for no reason. Marie Antoinette enjoyed her cake. She caused a revolution when she would not share, and her husband lost his head for that mistake. The Hindenburg was a giant zeppelin. Its makers made a minor oversight. Before they filled it up with explosive gas, they should have fixed the no-smoking light. 'Cause history is made by stupid people. Clever people wouldn't even try. If you want a place in the history books, then do something dumb before you die. Tally-ho, tally-ho, our king and country's honor we will save. Tally-ho, tally-ho, we're marching into history and the grave. So if your son and daughter seem too lazy, sitting there watching bad TV, just remember you should be quite grateful. At least they are not making history. 'Cause history is made by stupid people. Clever people wouldn't even try. If you want a place in the history books, then do something dumb before you die. Yes. Do something dumb before you die. Do something dumb before you die.
Woman that talked like Jerry Reed. God just didn't bless her with the vocal cord she needs. She looks like Cindy Crawford, but that ain't the way she sounds. When we make love, I keep hearing eastbound and down. I work 60 hours a week and I bring home my check and she says,
Son, you're gonna have to take me out and put some groceries down my neck.
so I took her to a fancy restaurant. She looked down her nose and said,
Now, why didn't we stop at a Choke and Puke for some grilled cheese sandwiches?
I don't know. I married a woman that talked like Jerry Reed. Ought to be on the cover of Playboy, cause that body is guaranteed. But she talks just like that guitar man that crawled out of the swamp.
That Louisiana law won't save you, son, when I knock you in the head with a stomp.
She thinks my name is Amos when she ain't calling me son.
Amos, son, I'm under stress. Let's go somewhere that's fun.
So I flew her to Europe and I spent $10,000. She told me
I'd have had more fun thumbing a ride on an overloaded poultry truck.
on a what? I married a woman that talks like you know who. I got a brand new pair of earplugs stuck in with Elmer's glue. I bought all the lamps that Kmart has, cause one thing I don't need is to be in the dark with a woman who sounds just like Jerry Reed. It's hard to be romantic when she whispers in my ear.
You got a long way to go and a short time to get here.
She talks like a trucker whether I like it or not.
We're loaded up in trucking, and when you're hot, you're hot. Thanks a lot.
Cold.
Oh, yeah, you don't like my voice, huh?
No.
Well, you should have thought of that when you married me. You knew I sounded like Jerry Reed then. At least I don't look like him, do I? Speaking of look like, you don't look like Burt Reynolds yourself. Kind of remind me of Fred. Not that I take dogs or anything, but...
There be Tim Wilson's I Married Me, a woman that talked like Jerry Reed. And on that note, that is head right over to Lauren Elliott's the smallest thing known to man.
Well, the smallest thing that's known to man's a subatomic particle measured scientifically under lab conditions to be 10 centimeters taken to the minus 13th power. Everybody! But those thing is very small, it's really not that small at all compared to the line that is ever so fine that separates the hot from the cold on the handle of my shower. Even if you manage to adjust it just exactly like you like it, there are still 107 different combinations, different permutations, things which can and maybe will go wrong. Like when I'm in the shower with the woman that I love, and just at the moment of extreme excitation, some guy in the apartment below turns his dishwasher on. Well, the water comes up cold, and my woman goes eek, steps on the soap, nearly breaks her neck. As it was, she only suffered from some minor scrapes and bruises, but just as she was falling, she made a desperate grab for the nearest thing around her so that no fatal harm would occur. Which was fortunate for her, but unfortunate for me, because the thing she made a grab for happened to be something near and dear to both of us. So to be fair, she wasn't thinking how extremely dear it was to me as how conveniently near it was to her. But it's an interesting biologic, metabolic, fundamental, scientific, not to say a physiological fact. When subjected to the stimulus of sub-zero H2O, the male private areas have a tendency to rapidly contract. And this is what they did, and that is why she missed them. Made a grab behind them. What it was she finally caught was the handle of my shower, which she twisted as she fell past the smallest thing that's known to man, and suddenly the water came out hot. I went eek, and I fainted unconscious, and my woman got me out of there. And 2 weeks later, my poor private areas finally got the courage to emerge, though even now they haven't yet regained their normal size and weight and span. In fact, for a while there, they had successfully broken all previous existing world records for the smallest things that were known to man.
I'm so mad at my mother. I don't know. She's 102 years old. She called me up the other day. She wanted to borrow $10 for some food. I said, hey, I work for a living. So I loan her the money. I have one of my secretaries take it down. And yesterday she calls me up and says she can't pay me back for a while. I said, what is this book? So I worked it out with her. I'm having her work on my transmission. And if she can't fix that, I'm having her move my barbells up to the attic. The whole thing.
Steve Martin there, with Mad at My Mother. A little family love we had right here on the captain's quarters. We be going to commercial. Don't be forgetting. We start out with some vintage commercials and go right into the sponsors that help us pay for the important things in life, like swords, gunpowder, cannonballs, a little bit of lead. You know, the things that keep, shall we say, it keeps us afloat.
Look, here is the new Band-Aid plastic strip with new Super Stick. It sticks better than any other bandage. The proof? Take a dry egg at room temperature. Touch the egg with any other bandage. Brand X, brand Y, brand Z. Not one sticks. But a Band-Aid plastic strip with new Super Stick sticks tight instantly. Watch it again in slow motion. No pressure, yet we can lift the egg, even boil it. And the Band-Aid plastic strip never comes loose.
Maybe you don't want to broil eggs this way, but you do want the extra protection of Band-Aid plastic strips. They take better care of little cuts and scratches. They stay put.
Yes, even in hot, soapy dishwater. Neat, fresh-colored, almost invisible. Band-Aid plastic strips with new Super Stick stick better than any other bandage. Made only by Johnson & Johnson, the most trusted name in surgical dressings. Be sure you get Band-Aid plastic strips.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye. Let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a-coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Well, I be ruminating here, thinking about what I be wanting to hear next. And I be thinking I'd like to be hearing some Dave Chappelle. And me a little more. Let's move the gun sights a little closer to his one part called Chip. Chip, his white friend. Dave Chappelle here on the captain's quarters.
Now, I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He's a white guy, you know. We were just hanging out. And we were lost in the city. You know, we were smoking a joint. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence that we were lost and high, but... my white buddy, he was smoking a joint. Dave, it's the damn cops. I'm gonna ask him for directions. I said, Chip, no! Chip, don't do it! It was too late. He was walking over there, this man was high. Excuse me, sir. Touch this. Excuse me. Need some information. Start confessing things you shouldn't confess. I'm a little high. All I want to know which way is 3rd Street? The cop was like, hey, take it easy. You're on 3rd Street. You better be careful. Go ahead, move it. Move it. And that's all that happened. That's the end of the story. Now, I know that's not amazing to some of you, but you ask one of these black fellas, that is incredible, isn't it? I'm saying a black man would never dream of talking to the police high. That's a waste of weed. Serious. I mean, I'd be scared to talk to the police when I'm sleepy. Around, get the wrong idea. Oh my God. That was on PCP, Johnson. I had to use necessary force. You saw him. No paperwork. Just sprinkle some crack on him. Let's get out of here. That's how it is. But at the time, I didn't think there was anything racial about it. I was just like, man, Chip, you fucking lucky. You better be careful. But then another time, me and Chip are driving. Now, I'm not driving. Chip is driving, and he's driving a little crazy. He's been drinking. Now, I don't like to let my friends drive drunk, but, you know, I was smoking a joint. I couldn't really say to the guy. And we get at a red light. We stop at a red light. And a car pulls up next to us. And I'll never forget it. Chippy looks at me, he's all drunk, and she's like, Dave, I'm going to race him. I knew it was a bad idea, but I was high. I tried to explain to him it was a bad idea, but all that came out was, well, sometimes you got to race, I don't know. Man, that light turned green and Chip took off. Zigzagging so no one could pass. The other car didn't even know he was racing. Then the police seen us and pulled us over. Now you understand, I'm scared as shit. I mean, come on, the car smells like weed. I've been speeding, this man is f***ing drunk. I was scared. Chip was not scared at all. It was weird. He didn't even turn his radio down. Isn't that weird a little bit? I mean, if you get pulled over, wouldn't you turn your radio down? Nobody want to get that beat to a soundtrack and you know what I'm saying? Chip had the music blasting. We're not gonna take it. He looked at me and said, Dave, just relax. Close your butt cheeks. Just relax. Let me do the talking. You want to know what he said? This is almost exactly what he said. I couldn't believe it. He says, oh. Sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that. I was f***ing shocked. The cop said, well, now you know. Just get out of here. Just get the f*** out of here. Chip said, okay, I will, sir. Thank you. What? What's wrong with you, Dave? I didn't know I couldn't do that. He said, that was good, wasn't it? Because I did know I couldn't do that.
Now, I'm a feller with a heart of gold, with the ways of a gentleman, I've been told. The kind of a feller that wouldn't even harm a flea. But if me and a certain character met, the guy that invented the cigarette, I'd murder that son of a gun in the first degree. Now, it ain't 'cause that I don't smoke myself, and I don't reckon they hinder your health. I've smoked them all my life, and I ain't dead yet. But nicotine slaves are all the same at a petting party or a poker game. Everything's gotta stop while they have that cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hates to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette. Now, in a game of chance the other night, old Dame Fortune was doing me right. The kings and the queens, they just kept on coming around. Then I got a full and I bet it high, but my bluff didn't work on a certain guy. He just kept on a-raising and a-laying the money down. Now, he'd raise me and I'd raise him. I sweated blood, I got a sink or swim. He finally called and then didn't raise the bet. I said, ace is full, pal, how about you? And he said, well, I'll tell you in just a minute or two, but right now I just gotta have a cigarette.
Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death.
Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hates to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette. The other night I had a date with the cutest little girl in the 48 states, a hybrid uptown fancy little date. Now she said she loved me and it seemed to me that things were just about like they ought to be, so hand in hand we strolled down Lover's Lane. She was oh so far from a chunk of ice and our smooching party was going real nice, so help me Hannah, I think I'd have been there yet. But I give her a kiss and a little squeeze and she said, Tex, excuse me please, but I just gotta have another cigarette.
Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death.
Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hates to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette.
A true classic, that one. That was Tex Williams with Smoke, Smoke, Smoke. Now, let's see what we have lurking around in the shadows here. Ah, it be Stanley Holloway, the little shirt that me mother made for me.
I shan't forget the day that I was born. 'Twas on a cold and frosty winter's morn. The doctor said I was a chubby chap, but when the nursey took me on her lap, oh, she washed me all over, I remember, then powdered me all over tenderly. Then she put me in me cradle by the fireside, in the little shirt my mother made for me. Last summer I went on my holidays, upon the briny ocean I did gaze. The sea, it looked so nice, I thought I'd go and have a dip, but in a minute, oh, the girls on the beach at me were staring, and some were taking snapshots I could see. It was a good job for me that I was wearing the little shirt my mother made for me.
Our fractured baritone. Are you in voice, Winstead?
I believe I am in voice. Professor? Oh, once I was wappy, once I was sappy, a sap I was once, once I was happy, but foul I'm lorn, lorn I'm foul now, fly online, nylons are free, now I'm forlorn. Like an old goat, oh no, not a goat, that's an animal, like an old coat that is tornered and teetered and tumbed, tattered and tipped, tap with a toupee, ripped. Left in this wide world to sleep and to snore, to weep and to mourn, betrayed by a jade in her means, be mean by a trade for some jeans, be jeaned by a teen with some jade, betrayed by a maid in her teens, He floats by his hair. Oh, not by his hair, that would hurt. Speaking of hair, a man came up to me today and said, Doodles, your hair is getting thin. And I said, well, who wants fat hair? Thanks, killer! He floats through the air with the 8th degrees, with the latest of fleas, with plates full of cheese, with the birds and the bees, he can't miss. The manning young dare, the daring young mare, he's not a horse, that's silly, he'd break his neck. The fanning young Dan, the danning young fat, he's an awful old ham, he's a young fellow about my age. You know, a funny thing happened, a man came out to me, Doodles, did you leave home? I said, I left home. He said, did you put the cat out? I said, I didn't know he was on fire. Oh, the killer! The daring young man on the flapping trapeze, a treasing tri-flaps, a trying flip-flip, a flipping tri-pump, a fapping horizontal bar. His gradations are his actions are horrible, though he's very good. All girls he doth please, but my love he hath lulled in a stay. No, the doves in the hayloft away. No, I'm on the road to Mandalay. No, hey, no. Did you hear about the owl who married a goat? They had a hootenanny. The killer! He's a man on the flying trapeze.
We're gonna go from Spike Jones right there with A Man on the Flying Trapeze. Part 2, The Five Blobs with The Blob. Something a little bit festive for the time of year.
Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps.
We'll be back in just a moment. We got to cut to commercial for the reasons I've already stated. But don't be worrying. We won't be going far, for we be seeing and having great things coming up upon our horizons. Right here on the Captain's Quarters.
Daddy, tell us the story of how you first met Mommy.
Yeah, Dad, tell us.
Go ahead, George.
Well, okay.
There I was, a young man, just starting out. Had my own store.
Did you stop the ladies from squeezing Charmin?
Oh, you betcha. They tried.
Charmin bathroom tissue so squeezably soft.
It's irresistible.
So rich and fluffy, Charmin's a pleasure to squeeze.
Soft fragrance, too.
But I'd catch him and say,
ladies, please don't squeeze the Charmin.
Then one day, I saw your mother squeezing Charmin. I was about to say, please don't squeeze the Charmin, when I took one look at her and fell in love.
And he let me squeeze the Charmin, didn't you, George?
Yep, and to this day, your mother's the only one I've ever let squeeze the Charmin.
Even now, George?
Even now.
Charmin's so squeezably soft. It's irresistible.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Now up and away!
Babushka just let me know that she'll be having encore presentations upon a tube of you for the month of January as of starting tonight. I can't entirely believe her since she said she hadn't lost the rent money in that squid wrestling competition. But she said it wasn't a squid wrestling competition. It were a squid racing event. What's the difference? You lost the money. But she said it wasn't really lost, just waiting in perpetuity for her to get it back again. Which means more gambling, more drinking, more screaming at other people's. Well, I guess we can't expect any more from Babushka. And speaking of other sports-related events, I understand there's a couple of big things coming our way right soon. And with that, you should make sure that your team is the finest. Let everybody know that by singing Weird Al's sports song loud, strong, and for all to hear. Right here on the Captain's Quarters.
Your sports team is vastly inferior. That simple fact is plainly obvious to see. We're gonna kick your collective posterior. Of course you realize we're speaking figuratively. Our stats are thoroughly impressive. Our coach really has the might of Slash. Our players are fast and strong and brave, and your guys, not so much. In fact, we played teams across the nation, and you're the worst one we've come across. Try to assimilate that information, and it just might help you cope with your impending loss. Oh, and if somehow we are still failing to effectively articulate the points at hand, allow us now to summarize them in a manner that your feeble brains can understand. We're great, and you suck. We're great, and you suck. We're great, and you suck. You see, there's us, and then there's you. You suck. We're really, really great. In contrast, you really suck. Okay, full disclosure, we're not that great, but nevertheless, you suck. Sports team will soon suffer swift defeat. That theory's backed up by empirical evidence. We're gonna grind up your guys into burger meat. Again, of course we're speaking in the figurative sense. What's the use of even going through the motions when you know that you're gonna lose anyhow? So why don't you save us all some time and give up now? Good luck.
Dead puppies. Dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. They don't come when you call. They don't chase squirrels at all. Dead puppies aren't much fun. My puppy died late last fall. He's still rotting in the hall. Dead puppies aren't much fun. No, no, no. Mom says puppy's days are through. She's going to throw him in the stew. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Dead puppies, dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Come on, everybody out there, sing along, okay? Dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead, 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 dead.
There be, oh, let's see, at Ogden Ensel and Bill Fessner with Dead Puppies, a true, loving, wonderful tune of special proportions. Thinking of that, let us go with Fast and Dirty's Sandwich Talk right here on the Captain's Quarters.
Sandwich Talk. Sandwich Talk. Sandwich Talk. Sandwich Talk. Sandwich Talk.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
Welcome to Sandwich Talk,
Yeah,
people.
here we are at Sandwich Talk.
Yeah, Sandwich Talk Live.
Wonderful to have you here with Sandwich
That's right.
Talk Live.
Yeah, rock and roll. We do, of course, our cable show, Sandwich Talk.
That's right, and we brought it out onto the road.
That's right. Sort of like what
Antiques Roadshow.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
It's like the Antiques Roadshow, except we're talking about sandwiches.
That's right. And so what we do in the show, if you've never seen the cable show, is we take phone-in calls, from concerned viewers, any sandwich-related
any culinary questions, particularly about sandwiches.
Yeah, that's right.
We answer them and we discuss them.
That's right.
As only we can.
That's right. My name's Joey.
And I am Merle.
Oh, Merle. Nice name,
yeah,
Merle.
what's wrong with Merle?
Well,
there's nothing wrong with Merle.
Well,
you've never made fun of it before.
Because you've never been called Merle.
Well,
before.
whatever. All right.
What do you want me to do?
Merle is a perfectly fine name.
A wide open target like Merle. What do you want me to do?
I'll show you a wide open target, my friend.
I don't want to see her wide open.
Yeah, all right.
So
what have you got there? What piece of holistic crap do you have in your hands?
Don't be dissing the witch.
Come on, all right. What do you got? Tell me about your sandwich.
This is a great sandwich. This is 7-grain bread. It's got tuna. It's got lettuce, tomato, mayo. It is a good sandwich. It's very healthy for you. Not like this.
This is a piece of
you got there. What the is that?
This is designed by the best scientists at Dow Chemical.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What we have here is 2 slices of 100% enriched white bread.
Oh, yeah, sure. Try to sell it.
With some wonderful processed cheese in the middle. This is a sandwich made by civilization.
I'm surprised you're not doubled over in fucking abdominal cramps right now eating that. What the fuck are you made of?
How can you eat that? How can you eat that?
What do you mean how can I eat this? Look,
it's like
this
a
is like-
salad with bread.
It's good.
All
it's
right, I'm
good.
just so frustrated by it. I can't even believe you at
just-
all. You're
oh,
disgusting.
Eat your fucking shuttle
Yeah, you
tile
eat
there,
your-
you piece
you
of
eat
crap. You.
Crap.
But we're not here to get angry.
No.
We're here to take questions.
We're here for the
from
love
you
of
guys.
sandwiches. Yeah, does anyone have any
Yeah, we
sandwich-related
can take
questions?
2 questions from you fine
about
people.
sandwiches.
So, sandwich-related questions. Anyone? Hi.
What do you think of the triple-decker sandwiches like the club sandwich?
Oh,
that's a very
yeah.
fine question.
Triple-decker sandwiches.
Would you like to field that question?
I would love to field
My
it. I
friend
think
Joey.
we should both have our pro and con
ahead,
kind
go
of
ahead,
thing.
go ahead.
Triple deckers are good, provided you use good bread. I would say at least a 7 grain, if not bump it up to 12. And like you can put anything in the triple deckers. Really, you could make it a whole, to borrow from the Swedish smorgasbord, of whole fine goodness. That's my personal take on it. If I didn't have this, I'd be having a triple.
You
decker.
are one twisted piece of crap.
What the is your problem?
How can you even tell? This fine man has come to you with an honest question about sandwiches. How can you fill his mind with that drivel?
Oh, well, please enlighten us, Buddha.
Triple-decker,
Fuck.
all right. Triple-decker sandwich. The best triple-decker, of course, is the Clubhouse. As long as you give it a double serving of bacon. There are plenty of good carcinogens in bacon, and we all need more of those.
No, we don't need more carcinogens.
We do need more of
Your
those.
brains are carcinogens.
If you have,
What
like, tomatoes with the goodness
Oh,
just beat them,
you are
and
such
some
a...
bacon, and maybe some Spam, and 3 slices of bread. That is a sandwich, my friend. Case closed. Next question.
Jesus. Yeah, someone, anyone. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. I like that question.
Ew. Toasted or untoasted?
Toasted or untoasted?
Yeah, toasted or untoasted.
I gotta go with toasted. Toasted is good. Toasted tastes better. I've heard that somewhere on the radio, but you know what? It's true. Toasted is good because it when you heat up the bread, it does something really cool and funky, chemically speaking, to the bread. It doesn't make it just bread, it makes it toast, and that is good. So toasted for sure, my fine friend.
Raw.
You. What the now?
Raw bread.
Raw bread?
This bread, Wonder Bread, you don't need to toast this. Why would you toast it? It is perfection on a plate.
That thing deflects anything you try to put into it.
Exactly, my friend. You have hit the nail on the head. It deflects anything.
Including good taste.
You could wear this as a shield over your heart to protect yourself.
I think you should wear it as a shield over your head to get out of
you
those
could take
alien
this,
rays.
You could take this into battle, and then when the battle was over, you could eat it.
I would love to see you go into fucking battle with a sandwich pasted on your chest, you piece of
I would have a hazmat suit made of Wonder Bread.
Oh, you are such a turd.
You
Except
are such
turds have nutrition in them somewhere. You don't even have that.
Joey. How can
Merle,
you be so...
fucking Merle.
You, my friend.
Well, you know what? That's all the time we got for this week on Sandwich Talk.
We've had a wonderful time.
That's
we
right.
We hope you have too.
That's right. So until next week, you.
You.
That was Sandwich Talk. That was Sandwich Talk. That was freaking Sandwich Talk. Talking about freaking sandwiches. Sandwich Talk.
Okay, try it now, man.
Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Man, don't test it, man. That's why the mic's not working, because you're spitting all over it. Come on now, don't spit, man. Just start. Okay, just a minute. Let me see if it's on.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Okay, we're on. Go.
Oh, okay. Hi, this is Dorm Radio, DORM, broadcasting live from the basement of the Science Building. Great. Okay, we want to say hi to all the techies over in Einstein Dorm. Will you shut up with that? And all the security guards and the guys playing poker down in the basement and Otis the ground. Will you quit that?
Sound effects, man. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so we're going to be here all night playing the kind of music you want to hear. We're going to have your favorite requests and everything. So just, if you want to have a request, just call up or just come down here to the basement of Science Building. We'll play any kind of music that you want.
Okay, play this tune, man. Play it.
We're not playing the Grateful Dead again.
Come on, man. Play it.
Let's play something from this century.
Just play this one cut, man.
We played that last week.
Okay. Here. Play this one, man. It's a new one.
What is this? Songs to fart by? What fraternity wanted that? Hey, forget it. We're not playing any of that music.
Okay, go to commercial. Go to commercial.
Okay. Do you need... Will you shut up? Do you need a Simmons drum with all 7 modules? Simmons SDS5 brain operating...
Hold it, man. You're shorting it out again. Can you read this thing without spitting?
Okay, let me try. Shelley Scott, professional drummer, singer, arranger, and programmer.
Oh, never mind that commercial, man. You're spitting all over the place. Here, read this one.
Oh, okay. Hi, dudes. Are you lonely? Well, learn the joys of rubber clothing. Neither girls and excessively hairy men need not apply. Where'd you get this? Oh, shut up, you spaz.
Okay, read this other one, man.
All right. Wait. Lonely. Alternatives is a dating service that specializes in younger man, older woman relationships. For details, call 285... What is that?
No. Your date's here, man.
Oh, get out of here, you spaz.
Okay, music. Play music.
Well, what are we gonna play? Okay. Well, here's the number 1 requested song on the campus radio today called. What's it called? Well, where's the album cover?
I'm not home right now.
I know you're never home. There's nobody home.
That's
in your
the name of the tune, idiot.
Oh, the name of the tune is called.
I dedicated to Mikey. To Mikey.
I'm not home right now, idiot. Okay, roll them.
A wee bit of Cheech and Chong there doing Dorm Radio Part 1. If you've ever listened to college radio, it's a little bit psychotic in good and wonderful ways. Not as sophisticated as pirate radio. Now, let us go to Dickie Goodman's The Flying Saucer Part 2. No relation to Part 1 of the Dorm Radio. This is Part 2 of the Flying Saucer. They're not related whatsoever, other than the fact that one is Part 1 and one is Part 2. You be understanding that once you be hearing it. From Cheech and Chong to Dickie Goodman, we have it all.
We are not going to interrupt this record. Yes, we are. The Flying Saucer has landed again. Washington. The Secretary of Defense has just said... Ain't that a shame? That was Skinny Dynamo's record. That's a shame.
This is John Cameron Part 2. Gathered around me are several of the spacemen. Tell us, have you come to conquer the world? And now would you repeat that in English?
Don't want the world to have and hold.
Hey, why don't you go back where you came from?
Don't be angry and drive me away.
We return you now to our studios.
Here is a news item from Washington. The President has just issued a statement to the spacemen, and we quote... You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. That was Pa Gherkin's record, Shoes. We switch you again downtown.
This is John Cameron downtown. Professor Cedric of the British Institute, tell us, how were the saucers able to land?
Where do you see...
Motor cooled down, the heat went down.
That was Huckleberry's recording, The Motor Cooled Down.
This is John Cameron again. I believe the spaceman has a final parting word. See you later, alligator. We return you now to our studios.
The spacemen have gone again, but look to the skies. The saucers will always be there.
Goodbye, Earth people.
This is a song about somebody that used to be a very big part of my life, and they aren't anymore, and I miss them very much. We always were together since I was very small. You always were beside me in winter, spring, or fall. Sometimes I can't determine where I end and you begin. You'll always be a part of me. You were my conjoined twin. I didn't know how we'd go on when we were torn apart. I didn't think we'd make it because we shared a heart. We always were a team through any kind of weather. We could get through anything if we put our heads together. Sometimes I can't determine where I end and you begin. You'll always be a part of me. You were my conjoined twin. I always got frustrated before we were separated, but now I love you even more so, since I used to share your torso. Sometimes I can't determine where I end and you begin. I have great affection for our connection. There's no objection to your defection, since our middle section went through dissection. That's the proper response, yes. Oh, you were my conjoined twin.
There be a spin around the vortex with Todd Chappelle's My Conjoined Twin. Don't be forgetting to be calling 323 Heave-Ho. That's 323-432-8346. Or be getting in your requests. The final 40 up soon.
Pee Wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee Wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Well, that's around shaving age, and you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes, a boy has more self-respect when he's clean-shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it, the Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before. And convenient, you change blades and rinse clean so. Choose your Gillette Super Speed Razor. $1.29 with Gillette Blue Blade dispenser and handy travel case.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to me second hour, me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323-HEAVE-HO.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old pat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on mine suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Well, here we be, in upon our second hour. We got the whole Meesy. Ah, yes, the final 40 be coming up soon enough. That's the last 40 minutes of the show where your requests become the steerage of this ship. If you say steering us wrong, we go upon the shoals, and if you be steering us correct, we go to sweet waters. It's all up to ye. Or the requests are from ye, and not from me. So I don't take any credit for it, except for the part I take credit for. That's right, all done by the Mail of He, or by going to the Book of Haste, where we have our group there, and our page, and you can contact us through Messenger, or the Mail of He, or however you be wanting. Oh yeah, it's called the Captain's Quarters 106.5. And there's also by the phone. That's right, the telephony. You can dial it there with a 323 and a heave-ho. That's 323-432-8346. Get the pen, get the quill, get whatever you be needing. Carve it on someone's, well, furniture. It's 323-432-8346. Call it in, let us know what you want, cut us right to the gib, and have a grand time with it. On that note, let's be talking nerdy. That's right. It's Possible Oscar now with Talk Nerdy to Me.
I never had much luck with girls. They never liked to read and learn, but I like to. And if I could figure out the cosine of your heart, that'd be a good start. Oh yes it would. I never try to date offline. Use algorithms built to find a 7 or 9. So if you look half as great as Aaron on Foskett, you'll be my first mate. 'Cause baby we'll be in the chat room on the IRC, out at the Big Con, the Star Trek costume for me, down in the dungeon, roleplay D&D, and baby, talk nerdy to me. You know I dress up like Jedi, not a Klingon, guys. My face are gonna set to fry. I'll be a fanboy in my Starfleet uniform. It matches the one worn by Leonard Nimoy. So baby we'll be in the chat room on the IRC, out at the Big Con, the Star Trek costume for me, down in the dungeon, roleplay D&D, and baby, talk nerdy to me. PC, pick up that guitar and talk to me. 'Cause baby we'll be in the chat room on the IRC, out at the Big Con, start the costumes for you and me, down in the dungeon, roleplay D&D, and baby, talk nerdy to me, yeah, and baby, talk nerdy to me, yeah. And baby, you know,
talk nerdy to me. Ooh. That's the way I like it, baby.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you, Willie, feels like we've been online here for this show for like a day and a half.
Yeah, I don't care though, Frankie. This is my last night of Bachelor World.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking about marrying the secretary from Shadelman Suits.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, she loves me, Frankie. She wants me. She likes my style of lovemaking.
Willie, a stallion's gotta run, and run free.
I know, but I love her so.
I understand, but there's a whole wide world out there. A whole wide world packed full of young girls, young and sweaty, would bend over backwards for our guided missiles of love.
I don't know, Frankie. I'm confused. My brain's all twisted up. I'm gonna go across the street, get a hot dog, and just think about it.
Okay.
Be right back.
Watch out, Willie!
That garbage truck just swerved and splattered me against the pavement. I'm all crushed up, Frankie. It's very painful. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Willie. But you want to talk about some pain? The other day I was down at my workshop, you know? And I took one of them linoleum knives.
Yeah.
And I spread my toes apart and started sawing. Back and forth and back and forth. And then I took a little bottle of that,
Tabasco sauce?
Yeah. And I just sprinkled it in between my toes.
Yeah?
Kokomo, Bokomo, talk about a hot foot.
Sounds painful.
It was. I hate when I do that.
I know what you mean. It's like the other day, I had nothing to do, so I grabbed one of those,
meat thermometers?
Yeah, and I shoved it into my ear, you know, just to see how far in I could get it to go. Well, it only went in about 3 inches, so I took one of those,
ball peen hammers?
Right, and I gave it a few extra whacks, you know. Boy, is that painful. Ooh!
Ow!
Ouch! I hate when that happens.
Tell me about it.
Ooh! Ow! Ouch! I hate when I do that.
I know what you mean. It's like the other day. I was in my bathroom, not doing nothing, just smelling the drain in the sink. And I pulled down my pants and bent this. And I grabbed one of them,
double-edged disposable razors?
Yeah. And I start shaving my hiney, you know?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It got nicked up pretty good after about 20 minutes, so I ran into my,
foyer?
Yeah, and I squatted in a bowl of gin. Holy moly. Talk about a sting fest.
I know what you mean, pal. I was in the kitchen, you know, just eating an anchovy on a cruller. So I took my,
self-driving movie projector?
Yeah, and you know the slot where the film feeds in?
Yeah.
Well, I put my tongue in there, you know, just to see how far in I could get it to go.
Yeah.
Well, I switched the machine on, and my tongue started going into the machine. It was wild. It was threading all around. It was going up and down and all around. But then it got jammed. My tongue was resting against the,
Red hot projector ball?
Right. And I started smelling smoke. It was like I was cooking up a whole batch of,
country-style patty sausages?
Yeah. And I couldn't get it out. It was jammed. So I reached for one of those,
shrimp forks?
Yeah, and I just plucked it out of there. Boy, I hate when that happens.
I know what you mean.
Ooh.
Ow.
Ouch. I hate when that happens.
Tell me about it.
Ooh.
Ow.
Ouch. I hate when I do that.
I know what you mean.
The other day I was sitting on the stoop, not doing much, just burning the hair off my arms and my magnifying glass. And I reached for that,
6-inch replica of the Empire State Building?
Yeah, and I jammed it up my nose, you know, just to see how far in I could get it to go. Well, it only got up to the,
85th floor?
Yeah, so I took one of those,
things that you shake up and it snows inside?
Right, and I started whacking the bottom of that thing. Well, I must have hit it too hard, Frankie, because the point popped up out of the top of my head. I look weird, I did. I look like that,
Living unicorn in the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus?
Yeah! I hate when that happens.
I know what you mean. Sounds like the time I stapled bologna to my face.
It was more like the time I hammered the golf tee into my belly button.
Or like the time I threw my legs up over my head and scraped the back of my thighs with a cheese grater.
No, I think it was like the time I was at the bowling alley and I rested my head down on the,
ramp where the balls come back?
Yeah. Remember my head looked like,
soup dish?
No,
bag of puppy chow?
No, it was the,
baboons come.
Yeah. I hate when that happens.
I know what you mean.
That there be Billy Crystal and Christopher Guest with I Hate When That Happens. Tell me about it. I truly know what they mean. Now, let's roll ourselves right into Mike Elliott and Bud Latour with Rock Me, Jerry Lewis.
Rock me, Jerry Lewis, 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 Jerry
Telethon. 1926, New Jersey, March 16th. Jerry Lewis is born in Newark. 1946, at the age of 20, Jerry Lewis meets Dean Martin for the first time. 1949, Martin and Lewis star in their first film, My Friend Irma. 1956, Martin and Lewis release Hollywood or Bust, then split up. 1963, on his own, Lewis stars in The Nutty Professor. 1973, Lewis chooses Las Vegas as the home for the MDA telethons. Labor Day, 3 years later, Frank Sinatra reunites Martin and Lewis live on the telethon. In 1986, for no apparent reason, Mike Elliott and Bud Latour record
Rock Me, Jerry Lewis, rock me, Jerry Lewis, Jerry. Jerry Lewis, 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 Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis, 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 Jerry Lewis,
Do that again.
Ball, ball, ball. Here, right hit another hit it, mama. Here, right never, 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 never. Here, right hit another chicken water. I right hit another hit it, mama. Here, right hit another hit it, mama. I right hit another hit it, mama. Here, right hit another hit it, mama. Here, right another hit it, mama. I right hit another hit it. Have you ever heard of a wish sandwich? A wish sandwich is the kind of a sandwich where you have 2 slices of bread and you wish you had some meat. Ball, ball, ball. Here, right hit another hit it, ball. Here, right hit another hit it, ball. Here, right never, 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 never. Now, right hit another hit it, ball. Here, 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 mama, 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 mama. Hey, mama, boy, mama, mama, mama. The other day, I had a ricochet biscuit. A ricochet biscuit is the kind of a biscuit that's supposed to bounce back off the wall into your mouth. If it don't bounce back, you go hungry. Bow, bow, bow. Here, right hit another hit it. Here, mama, 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 mama. Here, right hit another hit it. Here, right hit another hit it. Here, right hit another chicken water. Here, right hit another chicken water. Here, right hit another hit it. Here, right hit another hit it. Shum, ba, 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 shum, ba, ba. The other day, I had a cool water sandwich and a Sunday go to meeting bun. Bow, bow, bow. Here, right hit another hit of water. I had a hit on a hit of water. Here, mama, 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 mama. Here, right a hit on a hit of water. Hey, mama, boy, mama, mama, mama. Here, right a hit on a hit of water. Here, right a hit on a hit of water. hum on a shabba, kill mama ha baba chica. I run a hun on a hit it, here on a name on a hum on a here on a hin on a hit it, here on a hun on a hit it, kill mama ha baba shabba, kill on a hin on a chica. I run a hin on a chica, here on a hin on a hiva, zul mama ha baba chica.
What do you want for nothing? Rubber biscuit? Bow, bow, ooh.
Elwood! There be the Blues Brothers. A true dynamic duo with Rubber Biscuit. A favorite of mine from way back. It bounces me back to forth from the old to the new. With that note, let us be going to commercial, so we shall return with, you guessed it, the Final 40. And with that Final 40, what do we have? We have your requests, and we will be playing them as fast and as furious as we can. Well, not too fast, nor too furious, for that means exerting effort, and, well, why should I be doing that? I'm a pirate, not a dock worker. Now, I also want to remind you, we must be prepared, for dark waters lay just beyond the Final 40. That's right. It be the witching hour. Be prepared. Be truly prepared. For we are heading in to the darkest waters we may ever see this side of this side of the pile of dirty socks that lay in the back of your closet that ye don't want to be admitting that be there.
There's no other box of facial tissues like this. Scotty's new Magic Oval box. Only Scotty's give you tissues that float up gently, one at a time, and come out in neat handfuls, too, because there's a Magic Oval inside every new Scotty's box. Only Scotty's Magic Oval can give you tissues that float up, smooth and easy. No tugging, no tearing, no extra tissues tagging along. And Scotty's Magic Oval does even more. It lets you reach in for tissues by the handful, all neatly folded, just right for pocket or purse. Scotty's new Magic Oval box is pretty, too. And inside, soft, strong, sneeze-proof Scotty's. Remember, for tissues that float up smoothly and come out in neatly folded handfuls, look for Scotty's pretty new Magic Oval box, the only one of its kind.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Here it be! The Final 40. The Final 40 is 40 on the 31st. That is of January. The very final 40 of the January of the 21st. Phooey. Let's go straight to the phone lines. I had something brilliant there, but I'm a pirate. We're not known for our brilliance. We're known for our, tenacity. That'd be it.
I'd like to be hearing the Battle of New Orleans by Johnny Horton. Thank you very much.
In 1814 we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we caught the bloody British in a town in New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We looked down the river and we see the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. They stepped so high and they made the bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton bales, didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Old Hickory said we could take them by surprise. If we didn't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. We held our fire till we see their faces well. Then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them well. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We fired our cannon till the barrel melted down. So we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind. And when we touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Now, right back to the phone line. A quick jump, and we shall see what it shall be.
Hi, Captain. Can I hear when I die and my body is reanimated by Pluto? Bye.
When I die and my body is reanimated, you are the one I'll come to see. When I die and my body is reanimated, I hope that you'll be there for me. Please do not lock the door and please don't run away. Please do not be afraid, hold me as I sway. When I die and my body is reanimated, I will come to you. When you die and your body is reanimated, you will come with me. We'll march on when our bodies are reanimated. Just you wait and see. We'll walk down every street and open every door. We'll face every day and sway forevermore. When we die and our bodies are reanimated, I will go with you.
robot and I know my place. A metal servant to the human race. I work my can off trying to satisfy. I know they'll disconnect me by and by. My shoulder made of silicon. My printed circuits like a lexicon. 10 billion logic functions, maybe more. They make me pick the paper off the floor. Solitary, solenoid, terminally paranoid Marvin. Know what really makes me mad? They clean me with a Brillo pad. A car wash wouldn't be so bad. Life, don't talk to me about life. So depressed I could expectorate. My moving parts are in a solid state. I want to rust in peace, switch off and lie in that great junkyard in the sky. Solitary, solenoid, terminally paranoid Marvin. Nothing left to be enjoyed, every diode rheumatoid Marvin. Outer alloy, inner void Marvin. Happiness has been destroyed.
There be Stephen Moore's Marvin, the Paranoid Android. The Little Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, requested by the man of E. Now, we're jumping right back to the phone lines.
Hi. I would really like to hear Attack of the Radioactive Hamsters from a Planet Near Mars.
They showed up on my doorstep just a couple weeks ago. They look so sweet and harmless. Tell me, how was I to know? They got a little too close to the microwave, and then much to my surprise, they grew to 40,000 times their original size. They started mutating right before my eyes. Oh my, attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. From a distant place, they came in UFOs shaped just like human cigars. Man, oh man, you ought to hear them squeal. Now the whole wide world is the exercise wheel. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. The president, he's in a panic. The Pentagon, they're in shock. There's a team of research scientists. They got them working around the clock. Now the National Guard is out in my backyard, and the Marines will be coming around. I hope they get these lousy rodents out of my town, 'cause the property values are going way down now. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. They're back and they're looking for a snack, and they're not that fond of Burger Kings or salad bars. I hope they're not planning to stay. Who invited them here anyway? Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. the size of Central Park. They're using telephone poles to pick their teeth. They're evil and nasty and they glow in the dark. Well, don't waste any more of your bullets, boys. You know it just makes them mad when you shoot. They're gonna stomp us into jelly and conquer the world, but you gotta admit they're really kinda cute now. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. What a racket they're making, Jack. They keep me up at night playing their electric guitars. Listen to them squeal, they think the whole stinking world is their exercise wheel. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. Hey Jack, you better watch your back. Here come those hamsters from a planet near Mars. Well, it's called the attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars.
There be the Time Lords. A doctor in the TARDIS. Truly, truly epic proportions of awesomeness. That was a little requested from, I don't know, the thing called the Book of Phase. Now, we be going to commercial. When we come back, it'll be the other half of the final 40. And then, you guessed it, the witching hour.
Hey, 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 that supply of Ritz seems on the fritz.
No, stop, darling. Don't blow your top. I always keep another box handy.
Dandy! He knows Ritz crackers are richer, crisper, and his mouth is full, or he'd help us whisper. Only Nabisco bakes Ritz.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs, and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Aye, and we'll be taking on provisions, getting ready for what lays ahead. We must remember the witching hour will soon be upon us, so we must be touched in the head. Let's go straight to the phone lines.
Matey, I've got a request for ye. I want to hear Wellerman.
Once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dipped down below, my Billy boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. Hand to the side, harped and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. It was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dipped down below, my Billy boys blow. Was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dipped down below, my Billy boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down under a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. Hand to the side, harped and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Next week I'm going to have an MRI to find out whether or not I have claustrophobia. And school, they told me practice makes perfect. Then they told me nobody's perfect, so then I stopped practicing. Here's some of my answers to some everyday questions. Excuse me, sir, do you know what time it is? No, I'm not from around here. Excuse me, do you know where the train station is? Probably near the tracks. Sometimes when I'm over someone's house and no one's in the kitchen, I like to write things on that to-do list they have on the refrigerator. Memorize distances to all other planets. Adopt baby, then sell on black market. You ever notice when a house burns down, the only thing left standing is the fireplace in the chimney? How's that for evidence? I bought a new camera. It's very advanced. You don't even need it. Why are the pictures square if the lens is round? I bought a new phone. The first thing I did was push redial. The phone started having a nervous breakdown. The phone was twitching like this. I don't have this information. I bought an iPod. It can either hold 5,000 songs or one telephone message from my mother. They say you're not supposed to put metal in a microwave oven. They're right. I'm missing a wall in my kitchen. Today I was talking to myself. I was very polite and cordial, but I could tell I was lying. Under my breath, I said, "You're full of shit." And I said, "What?" And I said, "Nothing." You know, if heat rises, heaven might be hotter than hell. I'm thinking on buying a plasma television in case I need a blood transfusion. That way I can mainline 150 channels right into my arm. That way they can do my autopsy via satellite. I have a CD burner, my fireplace. A friend of mine is a pilot. We were going to go somewhere in his car, and for absolutely no reason, he waited 45 minutes before he backed out of his driveway. I have another pair of pants just like these, except they're red with green stripes and they're shorts. Last night I was in a restaurant called Bulimia's. The line for the bathroom was incredible.
Ha ha! Stephen Wright right there, king of the one-liners with a camera. Now, let's be jumping right back to the whole lines.
Yar, you old scallywag. I'd be looking for Hoist Up the Thing from The Longest John, if you have it.
Out of college with grades straight from hell, I browsed for a trade in which I could excel. An ad for a ship in need of some manning, men sails on purpose but lacking a captain. What luck, says I, to find such good fortune. A few white lies later I ran down the pier, bought me a coat and a cutlass or two, jumped on the deck and I yelled at the crew. Hoist up the thing, pan down the what's it. What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. I can't sing the shanties, it has to be said, and all of that grog just goes right to my head. Whale meat is gross and I miss a girl's laugh. 5 weeks at sea, even Dave seems a catch. Hoist up the thing, batten down the what's it. What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's not port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. We've hit icy waters, no land to be seen. The food's getting low and the beer has gone green. There's murmurs of discontent under the deck. If I don't act fast, it could be my neck. So pull up the charts and those weird gold machines. I see what it says, but no clue what it means. Just pull on some levers and yank on some chains. Vain about back till we've landed again. Hoist up the thing, batten down the what's it. What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's not port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Hoist up the thing, batten down the what's it. What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's the port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Hoist up the thing, batten down the what's it. What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's not port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Hoist up the thing, batten down the what's it. What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Trust me, I'm in control.
We got to do our alma mater. We must do our alma mater. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o. Beautiful, beautiful. And then Mama took me to grammar school, but I stopped off in the vestibule. Every time that bell would ring, catch me playing with my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o. That is beautiful. You know what I heard? I hear two girls over here singing in harmony. That's all right, honey. This is a free country. Live like you want to live, baby. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna knock it, darling. Yeah, freedom. Yes, sir. There's one guy right over here singing mine, too. That's all right, brother. Yes, sir. You got a right, baby. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Chill. Once I was climbing the garden wall, I slipped and had a terrible fall. I fell so hard I heard bells ring, but held on to my ding-a-ling-a-ling. You know that's future Parliament out there singing? Oh, yeah! Once I was swimming across Turtle Creek. Man, them snappers all around my feet. Sure was hard swimming across that thing with both hands holding my blade. That's so beautiful. I think it's a beautiful little song, really I do. And guess what? Everybody's still not singing. There's a few right down front here that's not singing. We're gonna dedicate this verse to those who will not sing. Yes, sir. This here song, it ain't so sad. The cutest little song you ever had. Those of you who will not sing, you must be playing with your own ding-a-ling. Oh, yo, ding-a-ling, yo, ding-a-ling, we saw you playing with your... Ding-a-ling, everybody sing. I want to play with my ding. Everybody mine. Oh my. Slow down. I wanna play, everybody, with my ding-a-ling.
There was a request from the Mail of E for Chuck Berry's My Ding-a-ling. Now, let's just jump right back to the phone lines and see what awaits us. Death on the shoals, or, and swimming with the sharks, or to the sweet waters where the mermaids are. Of course, the mermen want to kill us too. So, it could be one way, six one way, half dozen the other. It'd be that, yeah, I can't count well. Let's go right back to the phone lines.
Hello. I would like to request the theme from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. They'll beat you, bash you, squish you, mash you, chew you up for brunch, and finish you off for dinner or lunch. They're marching down the halls. They're crawling up the walls. They're gooey, gushy, squishy, mushy, rotten to the core. They're standing outside your door. Remember Herbert Farbage, while taking out his garbage, he turned around and he did see tomatoes hiding in his tree. Now he's just a memory. I know I'm going to miss her. A tomato ate my sister. Sacramento fell today. They're marching into San Jose. Tomatoes are on their way. The mayor is on vacation. The governor's fled the nation. The police have gone on strike today. The National Guard has run away. Tomatoes will have their day. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. They'll beat you, bash you, squish you, mash you, chew you up for brunch, and finish you off for dinner or lunch. Munch, munch, dinner or lunch, munch, munch, dinner or lunch.
Hello, I'm Giuseppe. I got something special for you. Ready? Uno, due, tre, quattro. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to say, don't stay out late with the bad boys. Always shoot the pool, Giuseppe going to flunk a school. Boy, it make me sick, all the thing I gotta do. I can't get no kicks, I always got to follow rules. Boy, it make me sick, just to make the lousy bucks. Got to feel like a fool. And the mama used to say all the time, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom, I can remember. Big accordion bigger star. Then they make a TV shows and the movies. Get myself a new car, but still I be myself. I don't want it to change a thing. Still a dance and a sing. I think about the mama, she used to say, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. Mama, she said it all of the time. What's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. That's my mom. Hello, everybody. That's out there on the radio and the TV land. Did you know I had the big hit the song in Italy with this? Shut up your face. I sing this song, all of my fans applaud, they clap their hands. But they're making me feel so good. You ought to learn this song, it's real simple. See, I sing, what's the matter you? You sing, hey. Then I sing the rest. And then at the end, we can all sing, shut up your face. Okay, let's try it, really. Uno, two, three, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. Hey, it's a nicer place. Shut up your face. That's great. We're gonna do the better this time. I bet. Hey, what's the matter you? Hey, got no.
A true classic there. Joe Dulcie with Shut Up Your Face. Well, when we return next week to port, it shall be the month of February. And you know what that means? I have no idea. I was hoping you did. Oh dear, oh dear. You can feel it in the winds. We're almost there. The witching hour is upon us. Oh boy. Batten down the hatches. Prepare. Prepare. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, listen, Buster. I don't want to hear anything about that after I won you that money at the track last week. Anyway, here's my song. You was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. When I met you, I picked you out, I shook you up and turned you around. Turned you into someone new. Now 5 years later on, you got the world at your feet. Success has been so easy for you. But don't forget, it's me who put you where you was now. And I can put you back down too. Don't you want me? I know I can't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe it when you say that you don't need me. It's too late to find. You think you change your mind? You better change it back or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh! Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh! I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
I do believe that we have been tortured. Well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.